Hi and welcome to my video on the best code documentation tool. For 2023 and beyond, there is only one choice in my professional opinion. Maybe I'm biased because I was an alpha tester, not paid, just volunteered when they were launching their product about 18 months ago. It's now gained quite a lot of momentum and I highly recommend you take a look. As we all know, no developers like to write documentation, not really, and it gets out of date very quickly and maintaining it is a real pain. This tool solves all those problems. Before we get into it, you could go the traditional route. For example, go to Google, type in code documentation tool and start the laborious process of looking at reviews and blog posts. And there are lots of them. Top 20 tools for 2023, 13 best tools, 10 best, 16, 18, etc. Probably they're all reviewing the same tools, but then you have to figure out what do they cost, how easy are they to implement, does your team already know them or will they have to be trained, will they keep your documentation up to date or will it just be one more thing that is a pain to manage. So without further ado, let's have a look at this killer platform. Who are they? Well, they're called Swimm with 2 M's. And the idea being everybody should swim in the same direction when it comes to documentation. Move knowledge fast, develop faster. Now I will say that when you first implement it, you will be slower. It will slow you down. But once everybody's on board, it will keep your documentation up to date. Exactly how it does that is quite magical, but also quite simple. Deceptively so. So let's jump in. So here I'm going to show you what happens after you've integrated Swimm into your PR process. Here we have a PR, it's refactoring some code, and you can see that there's a little notification from the Swimm app. It's basically telling you that your documentation is out of date. It tells you which document, and it has a link and a button that lets you go to the app and review that document so you can see what's wrong with it. Now, as the developer continues to push to this PR, you see those notifications coming through. One of the great things is you can set it up so that there is a check which prevents you from merging that PR if the documentation is out of date. So you can't merge until your documentation is up to date, just like your code. Now, I've gone here to show you that once it is up to date, it tells you there are no pull requests in this branch, docs are up to date. You can go to different branches using the drop down at the top. So this is the Swimm app that we're looking at here, and I'm on a particular branch. Now if I go to, for example, a different branch, like here I've switched to master, you can see all of the docs that we currently have on the master branch. Yes, I'm aware we need to change that to main. We'll get there. So here we see lots of different documents. You see there's one that was tagged with testing, so let's open that. And here we have a nice markdown document with an introduction. Obviously how you write this is up to you, but it's using markdown. And it has some extra features that lets you directly link to the code that you are talking about. And if that code changes, your documentation is automatically marked as being out of date. You can see on the right, you've got the files that it references, anybody that's been mentioned, you've got the table of contents, etc. Let's go back. We can see you've got tagging on the different documents. And if we go to the home page, here you can see the repository, the users on the right. You get 5 users and 1 repository on the free plan. Now I do like their tagline, move knowledge fast, develop faster. It's a great selling point and it's true.